What Brown was all about, I'm convinced, is ending the racial caste system in the South, because from the time that segregation replaced slavery until 1954, black people throughout the South were subjected to a formal caste system, which the message was directed to them that you are an inferior people and you are a subjugated people. And Brown said this is not the case, it will not stand, and even in the difficult years right after Brown, all of these segregation, most of these segregation laws dissolved. I think that in Brown, Earl Warren, who had pulled off this miracle of getting a unanimous court, was saying, was trying to direct a message to people in the South, and he was saying, look, I understand that we are disturbing customs that have been long embedded and that are deeply felt, and that this isn't going to be accepted easily. But we're not doing this just because of some legal technicalities. We have found, in the famous footnote 11, that children are being hurt by this segregation, so we can't continue to allow that to occur, and that's why we're doing what we're doing. And it was only when political realities set in the following years, and by political realities I mean that there was no support coming out of President Eisenhower, who apparently privately thought that appointing Earl Warren to the bench was the dumbest thing he had ever done. There was no support in the Congress, and into that vacuum came a doctrine called massive resistance, which was pursued by politicians from all over the South. I mean, the defense of the South was this was necessary for peace and serenity. Well, by the time Brown came around, it was clear that black people were no longer accepting this, so you wouldn't have peace and serenity by maintaining segregation.